Hi, welcome to the stock market analysis. One of the popular stocks in the market right now is Amazon, and as you can see, it's making new highs in the daily chart. This is the daily chart, and for context purposes, let's switch to the weekly chart first, because there's a lot of things I want to show you. This stock has made a all-time high back in 2021 July, the high of 188. It has have stock splits, right? So in the past, Amazon was very expensive, 1,000, 2,000, but because the stock splits, it's become more tradable. And let me just draw a resistance area for you to see. It's always good to be aware of resistance areas. Now, resistance areas are not areas that are easy to overcome. That is why the stock is finding it difficult to move up. And other resistance areas are like here, and here is also a resistance area. Okay, actually the entire chunk here is also a resistance area, but as you can see, the stock has overcome most resistance, the only one being here that it has not overcome yet, which is why it needs to take some time to overcome it. Now this stock has been amazing. The other stock I can think of that is acting like this, that lost quite a lot of value, is Facebook. Let me just show you Meta. Okay, Facebook. You see how the stock went from 370 over, dropped to here, 80, and then recover and move higher. So it's something similar to Amazon. It's just that Amazon has the power and strength like Facebook and Meta. It's still below the all-time highs back here, where after it formed a double top here, right, it declined, and the stock started to show signs that a new uptrend in the weekly chart is about to happen when it made a higher low here. This is a low, higher low. It refused to go down more, so that is the first sign that we can see that the stock on the bottom. And then the stock moved back above the 20 MA and above the weekly 50 MA, above this downtrend. Like, it was confirmation that it wanted to start a new uptrend in the weekly chart. And then when it went up here, it met resistance over here, formed a topping tail, and then declined. But it made a higher low here, and a very good clue was the bottoming tail here. We have a bullish cross in the weekly chart here, where the 20 MA cross back above the 50 MA, but a bottoming tail form at the 20-50 zone, and this could be a buy area where you buy the stock, put a stop loss, and ride it higher. Let me just show you the risk reward. Sometimes you don't need to trade on the daily chart or the hourly chart or day trading to make a lot of rewards. You know, here we have a risk reward ratio of 4.31. So if you invested 10,000, it will be if you risk 10,000, you will have a gain of 43,000. Okay, so something to remember, that you do not always need to trade off daily chart or hourly chart. You can even make money in the longer term chart. Right now, the stock is above the rising 20 MA in the weekly chart. That's why we should continue to be bullish on it. This is the monthly chart. You can see that the stock actually had formed. We're just looking at past history and learning from it. If you don't mind, here's an ascending triangle pattern in the daily chart. In the monthly chart. A bottoming tail in the monthly chart, and then it broke out higher. You can see that the breakout was very strong, where it had a large green candle. You can actually buy here, put a stop loss here or here, and ride it higher. And you can see the decline here. Stop dropping at this support area. Now, ascending triangles, whether it's monthly, weekly, daily, or whatever, the area is a support area, and that's why the stock stopped dropping. And you can see the stock breaking the downtrend line and move higher from there. Almost a V-shaped recovery. Now, it happens a lot with S&P 500 stocks, in those big tech stocks. It can happen, okay, because at this moment here, investors lost confidence, but the vision and of these big company stocks, they always climb back, almost always. I mean, and they recover. So every significant drop is an area for you to buy, especially if you see it dropping to a support area, breaking above the downtrend line, and the weekly criteria that I mentioned just now. Go back and have a look at it. You can just buy and ride it higher. Okay, so at this moment, stock, this is the daily chart. Okay, I like to always look at stocks that have a bullish cross, have a railroad track between its 20 MA and 50 MA, and if a stock is rising, has a rising 200 MA, the odds are it's going to most likely move higher. So the most recent area of support that you want to look at is, sorry, let me get it green so that you can see, is this area here, because there was a gap up. The lows of this area is very significant. If the stock continues to chart higher but refuses to drop below the 50 MA and this support area, it is most likely to continue to go up and overcome the old highs. This back in the weekly chart here. Yes, I have no doubt that Amazon will make new all-time highs. Okay, as long as it stays above this area. Let's look at the hourly chart. There's not much to say about the hourly chart, except if you day trade on it, then yeah, it's significant. But for those long-term holders, or not so long-term holders, if the stock is above the rising 200 MA, you want to continue to stay bullish on it in the short term. As you can see, it has been above the 200 MA for quite some time. So I hope this analysis has been helpful to you. We look at Amazon from many different angles, especially whether it's going to make all-time highs or not. If it's helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.